So Gavin Newsom just signed SB 518, and the media's calling it a historic step toward reparations. But let's be real, this ain't reparations. This is reputation management. Newsom's polishing his presidential campaign, while tossing Black California a symbolic bone. Meanwhile, the real reparations bill, the one Senator Steven Bradford put together with actual teeth, got killed by the same folks claiming to fight for us. We breaking this whole play down tonight. California to Georgia, same script, same stalling tactic. You are now tuned into Sincere Love the Godcast.
Here's the way it is. You live in direct relation to the poets, the heroes, and the sheroes you have. Always honor the elders. Then you honor yourself. Honor women, you honor yourself. Honor men, you honor yourselves.
Online, never in the streets. Easiest way to make money. I go to the ticket shop.
Yo family, real quick, I'm proud to announce the soft launch of Sincereluvdagod's new book, From the Womb to Illmatic, a hip-hop inspired blueprint for unlocking your child's inner genius. This ain't your average parenting book. This is for the culture. Inspired by Illmatic, built around his own son Seven's early development, and packed with real tools to help parents turn everyday moments into genius-level learning. If you've ever wanted to give your child a head start without losing your roots, this book is for you. Available now on Amazon. Order now and leave a 5-star review. You already know, we raising brilliance around here.
Hi, I'm Seven, and I'm the Super Harry. That means I ask big questions, I make big moves, and I come from something powerful. In this series, I grow through change, embrace my culture, and unlock the gifts that my ancestors gave me. These books are for kids like me, kids with heart, with pride, and with big dreams. Come join the journey. Collect all 4 Seven the Super Harry books and unlock your power. Available on Amazon and Kindle now. Order your copy today.
All right, peace, family. What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God, Sincere Love, back in the house once again with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. What's going on?
What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. I'm off tomorrow, so it's Sunday because I don't got to go to work tomorrow. So
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Kids ain't got no school tomorrow, but
no.
grind don't stop. You know?
Right.
So how y'all feeling, man? Come on up in here. Hit that like button for me. Share this out on your social media platforms and let everybody know that we are live right now on Sincere Love the Godcast. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love the Godcast. We like to do this on every Sunday around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in with us for that. We got another guest coming on this week for the Black Business Showcase. That'll be Thursday, right?
Thursday, 6 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Yeah. Make sure y'all tap in for that. That's going to be a good one. Some real good game going to be dropped on that one. You know what I mean? Especially for the writers and the authors.
Right.
And, you know, you might have a book in you even if you think you don't. So you know what I mean. I feel like everybody got some type of book up in them. You know what I mean? Pause, but you know what I mean. She might help get that up out you. Right, but what's going on, man? What's going on this week?
Uh,
Lot going on, right?
I feel like a lot going on this weekend, especially in Mississippi.
Man,
Like, what is going on in Mississippi? I was like, whoa, three separate,
man,
mass
talk about
shootings.
that. Talk about that. Was because it's not like um viral, trending,
No,
crazy like that either. Like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even know about it.
right.
So put people on to what's going on.
So far, there's 8 people dead and more than 20 injured after 3 separate homecoming shootings in Mississippi on the same night.
Crazy. What school?
Crazy. So it says here that actually it was a high school homecoming. So this is not even colleges, y'all.
Right.
These are high schools. It says 8 people are dead and more than 20 were injured after 3 separate high school homecoming celebrations in Mississippi ended in gunfire. The most deadly of the shootings took place in the downtown area of Leland at around 12 a.m. local time on Saturday, October 11th, and 4 people were killed on the scene, and 2 later died at the hospital, per AP. The area was busier than usual as residents were out celebrating a homecoming game. People were um, congregating and having a good time in the downtown area of Leland, State Senator Derek Simmons said while speaking to AP, adding that he was told by police the scene was very chaotic. I will say I was shooketh, right? And they can read more
Crooked.
about this. Why do these pop-ups? I hate this. Wait, what is that? Okay. I was shocked because the alleged suspects.
Right. Right. I was just about to ask you that. Wasn't they saying that it was a black kid that did that shooting?
Right, Tyler Gerard Goodlow. What I want to know is how did Tyler get to 3 different places? Because this is only mugshot
Allegedly.
we we're seeing, and the only name of an alleged suspect that I'm seeing as it pertains to these 3 separate shootings.
So he was arrested and taken in alive.
He was arrested and taken in alive. That does not sound suspect to you?
Mm.
In Mississippi?
Mm.
In Mississippi?
Mm. How many people was hit? Like 12 people?
There were a
12
total
injuries and like 4 fatalities.
20 people injured, 8 total dead.
Wow. Yeah. Need to hear more details about that story right there.
Yeah, and again, I just want to know how he got to 3 separate locations to do all this damage. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the crowded, chaotic, you know, area. Where I would assume he had help. He can't be Superman. He ain't flying on no magic carpet, is he?
Mm. But you said there was another separate incident though, right?
What I'm saying is, in this article, the only photo of a suspect, the only suspect that's even being named is him. So this is
For
an
all of the
article about 3 separate
for the
shootings.
multiple incidents.
Right.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I need more information on that one.
Definitely. And so, in other news, I don't know how I feel about this. And I haven't done my research to see who is the writer, producer that's coming up with this film or documentary, but the Alabama Brawl. You heard about that?
The Alabama brawl. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I need to know who's behind this before I can get behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I
I
know what you're
feel
saying.
weird.
I had that thought too when I seen it. So basically, there's a filmmaker that made a film about the Alabama brawl, and Amazon wasn't allowing him to upload the film on their platform. And
Wow.
so now it's kind of going viral. He's complaining about it. And again, like she said, I don't know who this is behind the film. But let me show y'all a little bit of this.
Yes.
And hopefully I'm good with the copyright. You know, hopefully we good with the
This
copyright on all that. Just want to give y'all a idea what's popping out here. Hold on, where we at? All right, that's better right there. All right, so we skip past this little comedy skit, but the comedian was mentioned in this film too, though. But hold on, this might have music behind it. Hold on.
Is refusing to upload our new movie, Alabama Brawl. Here's some of the receipts so you can see. We appreciate blah, 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 blah. We cannot provide additional details about why any specific title was or was not selected for licensing. In my opinion, this is a typical BS corporate answer. What's even crazier is that we had been in talks for weeks with Amazon to upload our movie to their platform. But this just goes to show you, Alabama Brawl is not meant for them. It's meant for us, because not only do we obviously talk about the brawl, but we talk about the black.
So, is there a trailer or something for this movie?
I haven't seen anything other than what we've seen.
Because I'm looking at this and the poster, the Instagram poster of this is Indigo, Carolina. And it says, if you're ready to see the Alabama Ball, link in bio for pre-order.
That's all it says. And the teaser is basically just what we all saw in real time initially.
They didn't just try to silence a film. Amazon refused to upload Alabama Brawl and never gave a reason why, but the story deserves to be seen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. What y'all think?
I think it makes people want to order it, obviously, because it's like, well, why don't they want us to see it? You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't know if this guy specifically is the guy that's behind the film. He said we, us and all this stuff. Again, I don't know. I don't know who he is.
I'm
I
wondering if
would like
there's
to get more information.
I'm wondering if there's even really a movie made. Like, where's the trailer? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, if you click on the Alabama Brawl, the very first pinned thingy, I guess it's supposed to be, it says official teaser. So there is a teaser.
Oh, they got an Instagram page over here. Okay. All right, cool. So see what's up with that. They got an Instagram page, the Alabama Brawl. So y'all could go check that out. Report back to us. Let us know what's good with it. Let me see. Boom, boom. What's going on? Crew Reality, Paris in the building. Some chick named Star in the building. Peace, peace, peace. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, so what else is going on out here, Nasty?
So I got this article from someone. It says this was in, what's the publication? Nurses.org, actually. And so a pregnant nurse overdosed in the hospital's parking lot, reveals she needs more support. I thought that was weird. Yeah, we need to, like, when you get these jobs, you have to do obviously a drug test and stuff like that. But I think that when you're dealing with the public, especially medically, we not only need to do drug tests, but some mental evaluations once in a while with these folks, because we don't know what people are going through at home. And these people are sent out to care for other people, elderly, children, and others, so this nut went out here and overdosed inside of, and obviously she didn't want to die, because had she wanted to die, she wouldn't have did it in front of in the hospital parking lot. She wanted to be saved.
Man, that's a wild one.
Yeah, and she was 30 weeks pregnant, by the way.
30 weeks sound crazy. How long?
30 weeks. Yeah, that's full time. Really?
That sounds crazy. Man.
Yeah.
But she worked at that hospital?
It doesn't say.
Hospital where she worked?
It doesn't say if she worked there.
Okay.
No, it does. She's also a nurse at the same hospital now, facing unimaginable grief. This heartbreaking loss shines a glaring spotlight on a hidden struggle within the healthcare substance use disorder. And they got a acronym. It's called SUD, SUD.
SUD for what?
It's called substance use disorder.
So, and they're saying that that's rampant in healthcare?
Yeah. And I would like to ask my cousin Star, who's in the medical field, is that a thing? Has she ever heard of substance use disorder?
So a lot of nurses is out here
On that narcotic.
On that narcotic.
Mm-hmm.
Is what they're saying, for real?
That's what
No,
they're
I haven't
saying.
heard that though.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
haven't heard anything like that at all. What was this thing? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the reparations thing in a minute.
I want to talk
We're
about
gonna
this crazy ass soft doll thing, this male toy that I don't the soft black man.
I mean, I think it's just, you know, some internet stuff. I don't think that's a real thing.
Why is it
You
even
know,
on
I
the
think
internet?
this is just because the internet is the internet.
I know. I don't like it.
The
I don't
internet is
like
the
it.
internet. You want me to play it? I don't think I can
Yeah.
play it. Let me show
Have
you
you
what
guys
she's talking
seen
about.
this crap?
Let me show you what she's talking about. This right here. How come it's not? Oh, okay, there it goes. A little slow, but there it goes. Meet soft black man.
Soft black man, the safest man in America.
Safest man in America.
Mm,
So I don't know. It looks like a real ad, but I don't think it's a real ad. I think it's like some AI stuff or whatever. It's supposed to be satire, you know, but some people don't think it's funny.
I don't.
All right. Who
Y'all,
came up with this?
y'all did what y'all moist men. Leave ours alone.
Yeah, who came up with this?
Safest man in America. He listens, he validates, and he
That's
Looking at
what
the
y'all looking for, ladies?
absolutely not.
That what y'all looking for, ladies? Soft black man?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't know what kind of.
They even gave him a goatee. That's crazy. So, what do you think about the alleged clapback Kamala Harris gave at hecklers?
Oh yeah, Kamala out here on her press run for her book, right?
Right.
She
It
out here
clearly
doing
ain't
her
selling
little.
because it's no buzz.
And so you got people in the crowds at her speaking engagements or whatever she's doing to promote her book. And some of it seems like it might be staged or whatever. You know, they plant little hecklers in the audience or whatever, pre-canned clapbacks, and they got applause signs all around the building. So we make it, you know. So this somebody posted this. I play his post of it. I don't know who this guy is, but he's got like a little stitch with the
Doing commentary.
Kamala Harris has lost her patience with hecklers on her book tour. Watch her response.
I'm not president. And if you want to talk about legacy, let's talk about the legacy of mass deportation.
Okay. You want to talk about the legacy of mass deportations? We don't care.
Literally.
We don't care about that. That's not an important issue to us.
Right, and why is it that mass deportations only matter because Donald Trump did it when Obama deported more than him?
He probably did.
I don't get it.
He probably did. But it's like you still so out of touch with what's really going on. But really, I don't know if this is the one, but one of these clips, if I think from the same conference thing, she basically admitting why they lost. She was talking about, yeah, are y'all the same ones that wanted to not vote? Y'all wanted to stay home and not vote? She said something like that. Let me see if this is the one.
We stayed at home and didn't vote for you.
Of people not voting and Donald Trump.
Kamala Harris is
people not voting. They're talking about us. They know we the reason why they lost, and they pissed off about that. And we the reason why you still losing on your little book tour and all that. We the reason why you still taking the L's. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that because they be trying to, in the media, they be trying to make it seem like it was everything else that caused them the election. It was it was Palestine. It was this, that. It was all these other issues. They'll never want to say the real truth, because if so many of us wasn't off that Democratic plantation, you know what I'm saying?
She would have got in office.
They would have won by a landslide. They would have won easily.
Plantation doors is closed.
Right. We caused those problems, and they know it. They know it.
My cousin said she don't want nothing soft, not even soft serve ice cream. I heard that.
Wait, you don't even want no soft serve ice cream?
Not even
what kind
soft
of ice cream
serve.
You want?
Well, you know, they got regular scoop ice cream that you can scoop it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Oh, I know what you mean. It's that soft serve. Okay, the McDonald's ice cream. You don't want that. Okay, I got you. Got you. But that one right there kind of leads into the reparations thing.
Yes.
You know, that Kamala Harris.
Hold on, I just had a spill, y'all. I just spilled my coffee.
Go on, clean that up. But before we go into the California joint, I was trying to find the one down here in Atlanta, because Atlanta got some bullshit reparation bill going too. Let me see if I can find that one real quick before we. Oh, and by the way, y'all know Drake lost that bullshit ass lawsuit, right?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Y'all know the judge threw that bullshit out of court, right?
And he says he's appealing.
He just like Kamala Harris, man. Don't know how to take an L. Don't know how to just take an L. We probably would have forgot about it by now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not really forgot, but you know, it would have died down by now. You could just be back to being Drake again.
Yeah, but
You're making it hard.
Who is he to come in and try to change what hip hop is? You know, because a part of hip hop is battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? And this is also something that, you know, he started. Right. So because you lost now, you want to go to court?
Yeah, that was some sucker shit if I ever seen it.
And nobody respects it. Not even his peers within the hip hop community. Nobody respects it.
Yeah, how could you respect that? How could you respect that at all? So let me get into this story right here. Atlanta City Council appoints members to Reparations Committee. Let's get into this article here. Hold on, let me close that out. Atlanta City Council approved a resolution on October 6th appointing members to the City of Atlanta. I said Alabama. To the City of Atlanta Reparations Study Commission. Another commission, y'all.
Right.
The commission established to research and document the city's historical role in the legal discrimination of African American residents impacted by slavery includes 14 members. All right, now listen to the names of these members. Dr. Skip Mason, representing the mayor, Ann Hill Bond, representing Atlanta City Council at Large, Post 1, Adria Kitchens, representing the Atlanta City Council at Large, Post 2, Eric Wilder, representing City Council, Post 3, Larry Riley, representing City Council, President Dr. Sheila Fleming, representing Delta Sigma Theta.
Oh, Lord.
Dr. Kurt Young, representing Clark Atlanta. Professor Akinyele Umoja.
Oh, Lord.
Representing Georgia State. Dr. Adria Welcher, something like that, representing Morehouse. Brandon Tonge,
Oh Lord.
representing Morris Brown. Sterling Johnson, representing Greater Atlanta Reparations Collaborative, Mr. Jumoke Ifeloja.
Mm, mm, mm.
Let me try that again. I don't want to butcher his name.
And don't even ask me.
Jumoke Ifelaja, representing the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. Sean Jones, representing ASLH, and Richard Rose, representing the National African American Reparations Committee as well.
Can I ask you, why did you say the name with the accent, though?
I'm trying to put some respect. I'm trying to put some respect on it. Akinyele Umoja.
Yeah.
You got Akinyele Umoja, Jumoke Ifelaja. You know, you gotta put respect on Brandon Tonge. You gotta put respect on their name. You know, they out here trying to get us some reparations. So the commission will recommend potential remedies to address the resulting economic, educational, health, and social disparities according to the NAACP, by the way. Today's advocacy for reparations were born out of unfulfilled promise of U.S. government to grant formerly enslaved African Americans with 40 acres and a mule, when slavery was formally outlawed in 1865 after more than 200 years of enslaved African Americans being murdered, brutalized, made victims of genocide, sexually assaulted, and economically depressed based on race. Other items approved by the City Council on Monday include an ordinance adding approximately $4.7 million for continued construction of Cascade Road.
What the fuck is that?
A resolution donating $250,000 to support home repairs for legacy residents to help prevent displacement, and a resolution urging the Women's National Basketball Association to negotiate equitable contracts that provide fair compensation, benefits, and working conditions for its players, including those on the Atlanta Dream.
What does that have to do with reparations? Not the
How did we even get here?
Getting money from our descent because of a debt that's owed to our ancestors, not the WNBA.
How did we even get here?
Who wrote this and approved this bullcrap?
As soon as we start talking about the money, look, I read the whole article. Soon as they start talking about any type of money, any type of tangibles, look at all the bullshit that got attached to it. The whole article, they were saying, yeah, black people,
right?
Yeah. Black people, African Americans, you know, the ones that descended from slavery, you know, they did them
genocide.
They did them so wrong out here.
Sexual assault and
other items approved by the City Council on Monday include an ordinance adding approximately $4.7 million for continued construction of Cascade Road.
What is Cascade Road?
This is an infrastructure bill. You're gonna fix the roads. That's reparations. You're gonna fix the road,
right?
A resolution donating $250,000 to support home repairs. How many homes can that repair? 250,000. Right. How many homes you gonna repair?
What about the land theft?
To help prevent displacement and resolution. So there's areas where areas that are getting gentrified. Mm-hmm. You're supposedly going to help the people fix up the place where they live so it doesn't lose value, so they can hold on to it and not be forced to sell, whatever. So it's not an eyesore in the community or whatever. 250,000, you're going to help one Negro get right. You're going to help one Negro keep his house.
Right. It's insulting.
Okay. And a resolution urging the Women's National Basketball Association to negotiate equitable contracts.
That's for them. What do they have? Their agents are to negotiate those contracts, right? What that have to do with me and what my ancestors died for? and didn't get.
They latch everything onto
What the
our
hell does
struggle.
that have to do with our inheritance?
They said the WNBA.
Yeah, that right there was insulting, and I think somebody was trying to be funny, and I'm offended.
Yeah, this is real. This is not a. This was actually not satire.
Right, I'm offended.
That was,
I'm actually.
there's another article. Go ahead. I
Go
can
ahead,
pull up the
no, because
other
it's
article
another
on the same
topic.
thing. Okay, let me think. Am I breaking up? Because am I still good?
You're fine.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Reparations could soon, the article says. The city of Atlanta has launched reparations program aimed at addressing economic, education, health, and social disparities.
It's a
The
bunch of
program
pop-ups.
involves the appointment of a new commission known as the Atlanta Reparations Study Commission, which will explore unconventional approaches to reparations. Always got to be some unconventional shit, unconventional
Right.
approach. Like, no, let's do a conventional approach. Cut the check. Let's keep it conventional. This commission will study potential beneficiaries and methods over the next 3 years. It will be Sheila Fleming, including scholars from Metro Atlanta universities. Stalling tactic.
Yep.
They trying to get 3 more years because what that going to bring us to next election cycle? That's going to bring us into the next election cycle. So they going to have something to try to dangle over top of Negroes.
Dangle.
We did do something. We've been studying for 3 years.
Right.
When people say reparations and think about getting even local counties, it said Atlanta City Councilman Michael Julian Bond, we want people to know this is going to be based on serious scholarly research. What do you, nigga? We know the research.
Right. It's another way to finesse money from the government.
Yeah, to put little budgets together for themselves so they could have some luncheons.
Exactly. To have some lunches and also for some political clout for these people, because a lot of them have, goals to be in somebody's cabinet someday. You know what I'm saying? So, or, to run for political offices and things like that. So they want these little, things on their resume.
This next part. The commission. I think my side is freezing up.
We were fine. I was
good or
yeah.
Yeah, I was. You
Oh,
hear me? Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, it's delayed. You responded to me hella late. It's mad delayed on my side. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. But I just wanted to read this part on the article. It says the commission will consider the impacts of historical events such as the displacement caused by the construction of I-85 50s, which affected both African American and Jewish families.
No, here we go.
Areas like Sweet Auburn.
Are we getting a dollar from the Holocaust victims? Do we get anything from Holocaust victims right now?
And black people died in the Holocaust.
What's wrong with these people?
In the German Holocaust too.
Right, and they don't get a cent. They don't even get recognized. If we're going to be honest, they don't even get recognized.
I'll be right back, man. Let me fix my side. I'll be right back.
Sincere will be right back. He is fixing his system. I want to read something, y'all, that Willie D posted. And I was like, Willie, this ain't it. Willie, this ain't it. So he was saying he's calling himself clapping back at Stephen A. Smith. And he says to Stephen A. Smith, taking shots at Jasmine Crockett ain't just messy, it's weak. Dude is sitting on one of the biggest mics in America, and instead of using it to uplift, he's tearing down a black woman who's out here putting in real work. What work? She's working for everybody but us. That ain't critique, that's betrayal. Jasmine Crockett ain't the problem. She's the kind of woman who walks into a room full of snakes and makes the snakes flinch. No, she don't. Meanwhile, Stephen showing us what happens when the paycheck gets louder than the principal. That's sucker-ish straight up. And trust me, 50 years from now, when folks study this era, Jasmine Crockett's name is going to be in the books next to fighters, the truth tellers, and the ones who shook the system. Stephen A? Question mark. History don't reward the ones who made noise. It rewards the ones who made a difference. And Jasmine Crockett ain't doing shit just like Stephen ain't either.
Willie D.
Willie D, you know this is not it. And you come on. And this is what I don't like. I don't like fence straddlers. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know the guy who was on his show, but he was in some hip hop group. I can't think of his name, but he's from Atlanta. Southern dude, and he was talking about reparations, and politics and things like that. How he was even tapped into what's going on here in California. And Willie was like all in agreement with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and this, they do this and they do that. You know what I'm saying? And black people really ain't get nothing. And then, every 4 years they come in, into our communities, blah, blah, blah. He's in agreement. And then you turn around and shout out or call yourself chastising Stephen A. Smith, who I can't stand, about Jasmine Do Nothing Crockett.
That's what I'm saying. This is a weird dynamic to even respond to, because it's like the people that are involved, it's like, I like Willie D.
Right.
But in this situation, I have to agree with Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
Out of all people. Like, damn, what you got me out here agreeing with? Willie D? Shit.
Right.
You got me out here agreeing with Stephen A. Smith.
And my thing is, Jasmine Crockett is going all out and going crazy over non-citizens. She ain't doing and saying for black folks. And Willie knows this.
Right.
And not to say that Stephen A. is either. We know that he's not foundational
Black
American. You know what I'm saying? However, I just feel like he should have set this out.
In this situation, he's actually, he's the broken clock right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you got the cape on for Jasmine Crockett. That ain't it, my brother.
That is not it. And it's like you're not reading the room. You're not reading social media. You're not reading your people, because it's not a lot of us outside of old folk, you know what I'm saying, that really rock with her if we don't tell the truth.
That woman, man. Nobody's rocking with that woman, man.
At all.
Nobody's rocking with that lady, man. She ain't rocking with us. So that's the thing. And it's like, okay, in the beginning, when I first started reading the statement, I'm like, I'm just thinking, okay, he's just defending a woman or whatever. I already know he really don't like Stephen A. He done made a song about Stephen A. all type of shit. They've been going back and forth for a long time. So, at first I'm thinking that he was about to do that. It was like, okay, but he was holding up Jasmine Crockett like she's goddamn Ida B. Wells or something.
Yeah, you hear me?
That's the part where I'm like, what? Like, come on, Willie.
She could never.
What we talking about? Jasmine Crockett?
That was weird.
And she down there in Texas too. He from Texas. She down there in Texas. So maybe he knows her. I don't know. Maybe they know each other.
Well, then if y'all do know each other because y'all from the same place, then you need to be tapping in with her and tell her to do something black folks. Shut the hell up when it comes to nonsense. Otherwise,
something just happened to your audio.
Yeah, it's buzzing again. I'm gonna go out and come in too and see what happens.
Nah, you good now.
Okay.
You good now. It just, whatever you did real quick, it just got fuzzy and then it came right back. You good. You good. But yeah. So out there in California, Gavin Newsom made an announcement the other day, right?
He did. He was sitting down with what's his name?
The one that used to be on TMZ.
Yeah, the TMZ guy.
Brother that used to be on TMZ. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Um,
Van.
yeah,
Van.
him,
Van
Van,
Lathan. Van Lathan.
who gets on my nerves too. He gets on my nerves too, and then it's like this is how you know these people get a little side check or whatever because he says a lot of off-code stuff and anything that the Democrats do, he's all for, even if it's at the detriment of black people. And so you're black. Okay, it's starting that little cackling again.
Say what?
The feed is starting to popcorn again.
Yeah, but is it coming from me?
I don't know.
I was hearing it while you were speaking.
Want me to go
Y'all
out
gotta
and come back in?
let us know in the chat. Whose side is it coming from? Whose side are y'all getting feedback from in the chat? Right now, if both of us sound eye to me, but a second ago when it was popping when she was speaking, were y'all hearing that on her side, my side? Trying to see what
absolutely. Reality, he sure is.
Yeah. So is that I think it's you. You want to go out and come back in?
All right. Let me go back.
And I'm gonna play a little bit of this video right here with Gavin Newsom. And Camilla Moore actually posted this on her thing. And so her caption says, "A historic moment for California and descendants." Governor Newsom shared on the Higher Learning podcast that he signed the SB 518, establishing California's Bureau of Descendants of American Slavery, another step in the state's ongoing reparations conversation. As former chair of the California Reparations Task Force, I'm proud to see this next phase of work that take shape, built on years of organizing, advocacy, and accountability, led by the descendants across the state. The work continues. So she's kind of championing this right here. Let me get Nicety back on here. Where we at? All right. I heard you come back in here.
I'm here. There he is.
All right, boom. So yeah, I was saying that when you look at Camilla Moore's caption, she's the fact that he signed this bill. You know, she's saying this is progress. Yeah. This is a step in the state's ongoing. That's another step in the state's ongoing reparations conversation.
It would be a step. It would be a step if it was if it was legit and if it was real. Because, you know, if you read the bill, you know what I'm saying, one isn't reparations because there's no direct cash payments to foundational Black Americans at all. None of the sort. What it does do is it creates this bureau that allocates monies to universities and other nonprofit groups to help educate people on reparations. So it's not a step in the right direction, in my opinion. And also, along with this bill, you also have SB 437, which is asking for another 3 to 5 year study to further prolong cash reparations to foundational Black Americans. So these two bills, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't signed that one, but he signed this one again as a finesse, because all we hear, a lot of Black people here is, oh, he signed, you know, a reparations bill. One, they're not reading it. They don't understand that last year, $12 million was allocated to form a reparations, you know, bureau here so that we can start, you know, basically like a what do you call it? A bureau, basically. But what they did was $6 million of those $12 million went to California universities to study reparations. Another $6 million went to a organization called the Tides Foundation, which is basically a nonprofit. And then they're taking another $6 million, y'all. So they're going to add another $6 million on top of that. And that's going to go towards the formation of a bureau that this bureau that Gavin Newsom just signed in order to educate other groups about reparations.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
It's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. It's so stupid, but again, he has hopes of being president. We know that to be true. And if Gavin Newsom was really, really for reparations, real genuine reparations, then last year on August 31st, 2024, they would have not sabotaged the real reparations bill. They wouldn't have done that. And that's him. He directed, allegedly, the California Legislative Caucus, which I do believe they shouldn't have did it. We had enough votes, to get that passed. And he allegedly was threatening to veto that bill. And so they never allowed it to get to the floor.
Right. Exactly. I mean, damn, Nicey just wrapped this whole story up in a bow for y'all. Like that. She hit all of the bullet points of what need to be said about this whole situation. Like that was it right there. That was
And
it.
also, I want to, if you guys are not tapped in, to CJ, who?
I said we ain't even play the video or nothing. We ain't read the article. We ain't play the video or nothing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, because it just pisses me off so bad, when I seen it. And of course, I'm tapped in with, Billion's godson, who is definitely
Right.
frontline. I'm definitely tapped in with CJ, who's actually going to be doing a live about this bill on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday. So if you're not tapped in to that, make sure you are tapped in just to get more information. But I wanted to mention that CJ recommended $1.2 million to the Foundation of Black American Freedmen, descendants of emancipated slaves. It would not have been obviously a lump sum payments. It would have been paid over time by the state of California, but not just the state of California, but by the banks, insurance companies as well, who all benefited from slavery. And instead, what they're doing is taking our monies, allocating it to universities, nonprofits, and creating other bureaus where we do not benefit anything. And honestly, if you read his bill, it just like everything else, it starts off with descendants of slaves, those emancipated, for this and that grievance, and then it gets into all lives matter when you get into the nooks and crannies of the bill.
Yeah, when it gets to the doing part.
When it gets to the doing.
Right. So yeah, that's basically it, y'all. I mean, I'll play with saying on Van Lathan's podcast, he was popping his collar.
System in a country pick losers. How do you explain that disparity?
No, that's why I was out there signing the Bruce's Beach law. That's why I signed the first reparations bill in the United States of America. You're talking to the governor that literally led that. I just signed a bill 2 days ago with the Black Caucus as it relates to creating a new office to address these systemic issues. And I've been very progressive in terms of the bills that I've promoted, not just signed, to start to unpack all of those issues. I couldn't agree more. That's why I referenced a moment ago these.
And they got the music playing behind there too. But y'all get the point. This nigga thinks he's about to be the next Bill Clinton.
Right. And the thing about it is, that's why he should not have been sitting there with Van. That interview should not have been he shouldn't have been the person, because he didn't get any pushback or question. Then if that's so good, what I'm saying, you're so progressive and all these things as the mayor of California, then why didn't you allow the Senate bill last year to go through? What happened with that? Call him out, because the California Legislative Caucus member said that you threatened to veto it. Is there some truth to that?
Right.
There's never any pushback.
That would have been a great follow-up question, Van. But obviously he was there to do a job,
Yeah, but you still have to advocate for your people, because you act like you almost. He pushes, but he positions himself as almost like a mouthpiece for the Black community too.
Right. That's part of the job. You know what I'm saying?
True. True.
That's part of the job. They position themselves as, like you said, leaders and mouthpieces for us so that they can get positions and white dollars and pats on the head and, you know, all the other things that come with it, catfish nuggets.
Yeah, that's
But we can
crazy.
wrap this one up, bro.
No, not
Yeah,
yet. I
we
want to
can wrap
read a statement from CJ, um, responding basically to the signing of this BS bill, if I can, before we wrap it up.
hmm
So California,
Yeah.
the California, the Coalition for a Just and Equitable California, that's CJ, expresses its deep disappointment and disapproval of Gavin Newsom signing the Senate Bill 518, legislation that misleads the public and buries real reparations in years of delay and bureaucracy. Despite being presented as reparations, SB 18 delivers no direct financial compensation to the descendants of those enslaved and emancipated by chattel slavery in the United States, American freedmen. Instead, it establishes yet another government bureaucracy, the so-called Bureau of Descendants of American Slavery, that provides not a single guarantee of material repair or restitution while also serving people who are not descendants. Let's be clear, SB 518 is not real reparations, nor is it a step closer to real reparations, said CJ. Spokesperson Chris Lodgson. It's a bureaucratic shell that delays reparations, expands beyond the lineage it claims to serve, and diverts precious time and resources away from real work and repair. It can't be reparations for us if open to almost everyone. Reparations delayed, reparations diverted, is reparations denied. And there's more key points on
Exactly.
there. If you guys follow CJ, you can go on there. He also has 4 bullet points about his key concerns about this reparation bills. One, it dilutes lineage because it's for everybody. So why are we
hmm
calling it reparations if it's for everybody? Um, it's
Right.
bureaucracy without repair, erosion of truth. I'm sorry, erosion of truth, delays by design, departure from reparations force. So it's not reparations, y'all. It's bull crap.
And
It's another finesse.
I think in one of the articles that I read about that bill, the caucus themselves were trying not to call it reparations. They were calling it the repair bill or something like that. They was trying to get away from the reparations word because they know it's not real
They
reparations and they
know.
know we're looking at every word. The people at the caucus, they understand that because
Right.
they've been pressed. You know what
Heavy.
I mean? People been on their neck, on their head top. So they understand exactly what we're saying, what we're asking for, what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? They completely understand that. So they were trying to remix calling the bill instead of calling it reparations because they know we're going to say it's not reparations. And so
Right.
my thing is do that. If you got
Right.
an infrastructure bill, it might be a cool bill. You know what I'm saying? It might be needed, you know what I'm saying, in the community or whatever. Y'all trying to do some infrastructure stuff in Atlanta down on Cascade and all that. That's probably a good thing for the community out there. Don't
Don't call
try
it
to
reparations.
do that, call it reparations though. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Do the infrastructure bill. You know what I mean? Stop playing with us in our faces.
Right. Because it's
That's the thing.
disrespectful.
No, that's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Like, we're not going for it. We're not going for it. Y'all can cut that out. Y'all might as well come straight up the middle and say, no, no, we hear what y'all niggas are asking for, and no, we ain't doing it.
Right.
Or come straight up the middle with the check. One or the other. Because all these
Right.
finesses that y'all trying to run, we not going for it. We not going for it. You know what
And
I
you
mean?
know what
So,
pisses me off too? There's some channels here that's right here in California, you know what I'm saying, who was running with this. Y'all, California, people doing posts, you know what I'm saying, about it, like celebrating this bill. And it's so crazy because I started, tagging these people and in my brother Billion's, page because he did a breakdown, on it as well. He was like, yo, he hit me up like you beat me to the punch because we're not playing out here. You know what I'm saying? We are not going to let people, including people that look like us, including the descendants, even if you are a foundational Black American, we are not going to stand by and let you mislead our people anymore. So if you're out here, pushing misinformation, on our people, then expect to get checked on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. So that's the bottom line, man. We're not going for the finesse. You know what I mean? And we've been calling this out for a long time. If you could go back on our channel 3-4 years ago, we got titles called Reparations, Pump Fakes, and all type of we've been covering this shit for years and exposing their tactics for years right here on this channel. Right. You know what I mean? So this is getting old at this point. They don't it's like they really one trick ponies.
Right. But we're forcing them though, to still talk about it, even though they're still trying to figure out a way to finesse it. Yeah. But we're still shaping the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Fact. So at the end of the day, it's we're winning in one area, we just ain't got our check yet. Because we're still forcing you guys to have the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't let that go away. And like I said, it's been years.
Right.
It's been years.
Foot's on next.
Indeed. And before we go as well, we gotta have a word from our brother Cool Keezy with the weekly FBA report, man.
Yes, sir.
We are changing seasons, family. And with that comes cold weather and cold viruses. This is the time of year when folks start coughing and sneezing and passing around germs like a mixtape in 2005. So, stay up on your health, drink your water, boost that immune system, and keep your energy clean. But, speaking of viruses, it's another virus that's spreading that's way more dangerous. And I'm talking about the raccoon virus. And it's a lot of people, that's infected with this. And the symptoms include sudden urges to defend massa and repeating white supremacist talking points and uncontrollable urges to blame other Black folks for everything. Now, once that virus gets in your system, it's a lifetime condition. There's no vaccine for that one. Accountability and truth is the only thing that can fight it off. And before I wrap it up, I want to send love and condolences to a real soldier, Brother Black Voltron. He was a consistent voice for justice and an activist, a fighter for our people. I seen footage of him speaking truth to power in them city council meetings. And that brother always stood firm on the Black authority. So rest in power, brother. Your work lives on in the movement.
All you scared to death Negroes. Just sit down. Don't you come out to defend our enemy. You sit down and you shut up and tell your master to come on out and deal with this.
Yes, indeed.
Right. And there is also a GoFundMe. I believe Jesse Paris put it in there. I donated. We encourage everyone to donate to the family if you can. Everything helps.
Oh, I just now saw that. I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's only been up 2 days.
Okay. Yes, indeed. RP to our brother once again, Black Voltron Reloaded. Sleep well, King. And that does it for today's episode of Sincereluvdagod Cast. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media.